Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I thought we'd come back for an extra stream today, primarily because we still have a lot of Horizon Forbidden West to get through, and I thought, why not? Why not do a little bit? We might not be on for a long, long time. Who knows? We might even just get through all of this quest dialogue that we have to do. But I thought we'd come on and we'd get a little bit further into the game, just because, you know, again, we've got other games coming up, and we need to get through, and we need to kind of catch up from all that FF. Like the backlog that FF7 created. So
Hi.
Let's get to it.
Did you forget something?
Hope everyone's doing okay. Your training. Here we go.
You've been using your new focus.
Yeah.
It's been
Focus update.
So
I think we
much
just
better
said.
than the version
Focus
the Quen
update.
have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover? With this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process.
Check you
This
out,
could
Alva.
revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
Oh, do you feel like they wouldn't let you study certain bits? Interesting. Your training.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them.
Yes.
But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me.
Yeah,
help
okay,
the
Alva.
Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
Yeah, okay, right. Your training still.
Any more data catch your
So
eye?
much fucking
All
to
of
say.
it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that.
Oh, right, that
And
Odyssey.
we
I
thought
thought they
journeying
meant like
across the
you know,
ocean would be the
Theseus.
feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night.
Yeah. Okay, right, the Zeniths.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through
what?
data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics.
Oh, okay.
Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined.
Clearly.
Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
Okay, well, at least you know about one of them. The Zeniths. Let's go
Must
again.
be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans.
Oh,
But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
yeah, that's true. Probably very true. Companions.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you.
Yes.
Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
We
Yeah,
grew
very
up
different, Alva.
Very differently. But sometimes different is good.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay, companions. Let's
I
go
hope
again.
everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Okay, companions
Have
again.
you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
Cute. Okay, companions.
If you need
Again.
anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Kotalo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
I dread to think.
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough.
Yay! Okay, the Quen. The CEO.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CEO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe.
Didn't really feel like he was helping, though,
himself.
did it? Yeah, I was gonna say.
He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people.
Yeah,
The
I get
Emperor
that.
declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted
Can we all
Faro.
just? Can I just get it
Or
confirmed
Lure.
that's like a
It may seem
derivative of
strange
CEO?
now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
Or how cruel he'd become? Expedition.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of
Nice.
soldiers perished to hunger and disease.
Perfect.
And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse.
The greenhouse.
But nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door. And more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
That's the way of it usually.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CEO became was a complete perversion of what principal diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
Yeah, you right. Thanks, Alva. Bohai.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CEO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean.
That's a good
But
start.
he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep,
Gosh, that sounds like
about
Quen
right.
culture, alright. Okay, the ancestors.
The ancestors. Is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you.
Uh-oh.
Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
Yeah. Forbidden knowledge.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge.
Oh, the greenhouse
to
was the other
people.
place. Okay, yeah.
Diviners are
Cool.
meant to
That
seek
makes
out
sense
the
now.
truth in the legacy. And many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire. Like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, to be honest. I get that, Alva. Okay, your family.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
And why is that?
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone,
Okay.
not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
That sounds harsh.
It does,
Like the
actually. It
focuses
sounds
we
really, really
keep.
harsh.
Diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my
Let's
best
get
to make
this
sure it
sorted
doesn't
then.
come to that.
Okay. That's everything on that. Did you need help with something?
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Oh, here we go
Another
again.
Pharaoh facility?
No, Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly.
Yay!
But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
That's true.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
That's very true.
Thank you, Aloy.
Okay. That's one companion down.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
Thanks, Alva.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Get right. Talk to Zoe next. She's here. Hi, Zoe.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Cool.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
Yeah, okay.
News
What about
travels
it?
Fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
Uh-huh. Okay, what now? Okay, you're training.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
You're right, you're right. You know, I find it
For a
fascinating that we haven't
moment
seen Silence in like
You sounded
hours.
like
Hours
fun.
of gameplay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. We're
Read
training.
anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call
Yeah,
it.
tea.
Apparently it helped soothe them.
What's the tea?
That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths.
Bubble baths. Brilliant.
Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, that's that one done.
Have you
Companions.
met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base.
Oh,
Laurel gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we have here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
That
I
sounds
don't
like
think
all
she's
then.
going to be leaving anytime soon either. Okay,
How are
companions.
things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it.
Okay,
You'd think we have
normal.
enough of that going around as it is.
Typical errand. I think we're done there. Okay.
I should go.
Yep.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
You'll hear about it.
Okay. Thanks, Zoe. Much appreciated, Zoe. Okay, Val. Hello, Val.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta?
Yes, everything's okay
It
with me and
sounded like
Beta,
you guys
guys.
had a lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
Yes, it
It
does.
does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was
We
for,
kind of already did that with
wasn't it?
Hades, to be fair, but you know.
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's a lot to talk about at your
Any
training.
last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
What's that?
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time,
They're gonna have to.
I believe so.
They're gonna have to, Aloy.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl.
Okay, your training.
Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom.
Okay, Utaro proverb.
What?
proverb.
I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
Okay, your
What
training.
will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will.
Yeah. Okay. Your training's
I
done.
hope
The
firing
Zeniths.
off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Wow.
Right.
Okay,
How
companions.
does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in
Yay.
case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
Always good to be prepared, Aloy. Okay, and then Rost.
You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
Oh, Aloy, yeah,
No
can't do
more.
that anymore, Aloy. Okay. Errand.
Hey,
Hello,
I thought
Erend.
I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense.
Again.
Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay. Your training.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you?
That is a pretty
I've
rude
just been
thing to
making
say,
sure
but you know.
that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend.
Okay, your training.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something.
And what's that,
You
Errand?
know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't die, though. Fucking hell.
Glad you're with me.
Yeah, okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Companions.
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
Yeah, true. Companions.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
Oopsie.
And what about Katalo?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
Okay, cool.
I
Right,
should go.
thanks, Val.
That same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Yeah. Okay, right, cool. Right, Katalo.
Aloy,
Hello.
are you well?
Yeah, I'm
Had
great.
a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Don't think that's going to happen here.
Well, at least I avoided that. Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about the arm first.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
Okay, cool.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Right. Your training.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed.
Yeah, he's an
To think that
asshole.
the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
Right.
That about sums it up.
Your training.
Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
Okay, dude.
Have
Companions.
you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Wow.
Trust me. She's tougher than she looks.
Yeah, a little bit.
I will
It's
take
okay.
your word for it.
Okay, and then companions
Are
again.
you nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle.
Oh,
What
that's
matters most is
poetic.
that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best.
Very poetic. Okay, right. There's that one
Shiko,
done.
Get ready.
I await your orders.
Right, I'm gonna go and speak to Gaia, but I'm really
Like I
hoping,
said,
you know,
I'll
that
call
it
you
doesn't
when
start a
I'm close to
quest.
Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the 10 guide your way.
If it looks like it is, I'm gonna back out the conversation, like, book it instantly. I'm hoping she gives me the option. This could be bad. Well, not bad, but this could be a pain in the ass moment otherwise.
Hello again, Aloy.
I feel like it's gonna...
Hello, Aloy.
Hello.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta. I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships.
You mean the way we worked it out? Yeah.
Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel. I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Me too, Gaia. Me
Well,
too.
2 heads are better than 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation. if you
Thank
like.
fuck. I was very scared for a second there. Okay, right. So as long as I don't hit... Let's go to Gemini. We're good. I'll progress. Beta.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships.
Yeah, but Aloy had
Different
friends.
in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as 2 miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia.
Cute. Companions.
How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive.
Yes, she was.
A particular file soon caught her attention.
Which one?
Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
Is this a Roomba?
I'm sure she'll like that.
Companions.
When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl
Yeah.
has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Pretty good
Yeah,
idea.
that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons.
Okay, plan to capture Hephaestus.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your alpha clearance.
Yes.
Which is why I got Ted Farrow's Omega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
And that's why 2 of us.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and
Check
fire
you out,
off their
Aloy.
device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, right, back. About the old world. Elizabeth.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I
Well, she was
am
obviously
glad
going to be
she
dead,
made
though,
it
wasn't
home.
she?
I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could.
Yep, okay.
Thanks, Gaia.
Cool. Yep, thanks, Gaia. The old world discoveries.
So I, found Thebes.
Yeah, that was an experience.
What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Aloy.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before
Oh, they all
then.
died. Fuck.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Okay, interesting. This place.
So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping so too. Okay, right. Questions about subordinate functions. Did we ask all those? We did. Okay, cool. Not ready.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Okay, so we can come back and do that at any point. So we'll take a brief moment now. I actually should go and check and see if there's anything to say to Beta. I don't think there will be, because we kind of had like a whole conversation, but in case.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
I am. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Depends on if you've got anything to say. Oh, yeah, see? What have you been up to?
So how goes setting up on the merge?
Guy and I have added a function that will display a holographic interface to visualize the data stream from Hephaestus. It should make expunging its malicious code a little more efficient.
That's great. Whatever we can do to cut down the merge time is going to increase our chance of success. Good work.
I'll continue to search for other ways to speed up the process. But whenever you're ready, I am too.
Yay! Okay, cool. Getting along with everyone?
Alva's joined us. Have you two had a chance to talk?
She told me she's not allowed to access a lot of the data her people have. Similar to the restrictions I had in my training interface. I told her that if we succeed at Gemini, then once we return, I'll help her search for more ways to help her family. Even though Gaia will fix the biosphere, it'll take time for farmlands to fully recover. So, I want to help speed things up.
How so?
Bioengineering of more resilient plant strains, novel crop production methods, equipment upgrades.
Something that might help in the short term.
Check you out.
I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
Okay. Getting on with everyone again.
So when you talk to the others, are you calling them over the focus? No, they'll come down here to visit. Like Aaron. He's funny. But loud. I wish I could show him the media portal and the data channel. I think he would like the sports hollows. There was one where two people would criticize each other before wrestling to see who was stronger. It was bizarre and violent, but I think Aaron would enjoy it. Yeah, you're right. I bet he would.
Yeah. A house.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside.
I'm trying to see if like this is new or not.
Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked.
You know what,
at
I
the
think I've already heard these.
things. We spent.
I'm just clearing them off.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
I don't remember this one though.
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. Did the Zeniths tell you any details? Something that might narrow it down? They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived.
Okay.
First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Now back to
Guess
it.
they survived old age too.
The archive.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
Yeah, but did they
The
get a
Zeniths
version?
have a copy.
Yeah.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
I don't know if we
To have
they
all
said that
that
before.
knowledge just out of reach must have been frustrating.
A little.
Okay.
So you know
Extinction
about the
signal.
extinction signal. It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Her plan almost failed. If I hadn't stumbled upon a focus as a kid, things would have been a lot different.
Well, there you go.
I gotta go.
Fate, luck,
Alright.
whatever you want to call it.
Be safe.
It happened. It went well. Here we are. Okay, right. So, there's all that done. Already 40 minutes in, so that was a lot of dialogue. I did think it was going to be a decent amount of dialogue. So, quests, side quests. Got a few to do, to be fair. It's Talana. I want to do the one with Italo, to be honest. I want to see what oh, that's a long way. Don't have that one. Oh, let me do that. Quests, side quests. That was lost. Draw them up. Must have a campfire close to there, right? Cool. We do. Exciting.
Champion, over here. I've got something to tell you.
Oh, do you have to have something to tell me? I don't want another rumor.
If you're looking for some solid rations to sustain you out in the wilds, you should go to Saltbite. It's
Right.
a desert settlement east of here. Big lake. Can't miss it.
The cook there, Pentala, will whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, Tenakth or not.
Thanks for letting me know. I'll pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
Yeah, thanks. What I do need to do though, first off, skills. And then inventory outfit. What look am I applying? I've been using that one, haven't I? Cool.
So, I've been thinking. Yep. I'm going to petition to
Snowfall's blanketing the land.
Go. Wonder if we'll get all the way there just by gliding. It's a long way down.
Pretty sure this is where Kotala wanted us to test his new arm. Sure what he has in mind, though. I should
Go.
contact him. Hey,
Hello,
Kotala.
Kotalo.
I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
This is exciting. Exciting stuff.
Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Okay. Am I stocked up on everything? I am.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark.
Fair
Consider
enough.
this my revenge.
Fair enough.
Then come on, Kotalo. I haven't got all day.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
I'm scared.
All right, talk to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm on that.
It's gonna be a huge fucking
He's
creature.
menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
Okay.
I'm honored to help.
Oh shit. Hey. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
After you.
There's a finger missing though, Kotalo.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Yeah, let's.
No one is climbing that mountain. Not even me. No way.
Fucking hell. I don't like that. Vulnerable to frost, you said. Okay. Get fucked. Oh my shit. Oof. Cool. Look at that. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
I was going to say the same
Agreed.
thing.
And why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels... wrong. Like a disguise.
I like
I'll
that.
use the new arm when I need it. But the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I like
You
that.
have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Hey.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The 10 be with you, Aloy.
Bye, Katalo. Bye-bye. Another quest down. Eric Katalo. Okay, cool. Oh, those as well. Side quests. So. Skills. We'll just do that. Finish it off. Okay. I also need to see if I can craft any more. Need more ridgewood. Okay. Gonna quickly go around and pick up some ridgewood. Seems I'm running out of ridgewood a lot at the moment, actually. I'm not happy about it. Use a good amount. How many can I craft? Okay, I will need more ridgewood now. Give me ridgewood or give me that. Preferably just the ridgewood.
Place to rest.
Okay. Oh wait, can I upgrade that? Can't. I should really upgrade gear more, but oh, I haven't, so it's fine. Okay. I could upgrade my bag so much as well, I just haven't. Just lazy like that. Okay, fast travel. That's the wrong one. Didn't want a manual save. Fast travel. Where are we going next? I just picked that quest, didn't I? Okay, fast travel. I got a campfire? I did. Fucking brilliant. Perfect. Okay. It's a line north of Thornmarch. Oh. One of those fucking drones. Aloy? What the fucking playing at? Do I have to, like... There we go. Okay, that didn't work. That did work at least. Oh my gosh, Aloy. Please.
Oh, it's a bad fall. As long as I can still stand.
Look at how stupid I am.
Got it!
Yeah.
You're mine!
Yeah.
Going down! I should grab the drone's data now that it's down.
Got him. The drone down. Now we can stop droning on. It's Talana. Oh no, there's another quest here. Yeah, I know you're there, but there's a quest over here first.
That's her. Strongest of the... If Regala can be challenged by... You're far from home. You've earned our trust.
Oh no. We've walked straight into depression here. Straight into fucking depression.
Rest now. Keep an eye on her. Is she sick?
It's Aloy, isn't it?
That's me.
Walk with me.
Allowing me to introduce myself. I feel like I used that pun at some point. Or was it allowing me to reintroduce myself?
Commander of the Lowland clan. The girl, Zella, was poisoned by the blood choke. For months, it has polluted our waters, depriving us of food and clean drink. We've learned to live with it as best we can. But recently, without explanation, the filth cleared from much of the lowland. Yet one river still runs red, like a split vein from a rotted corpse.
So the water here is still poisoned?
Exactly. I sent my best squad to find its source, led by Zella's mother.
If not come back. Of course they haven't come back. Everyone fails to report back in this game.
Hekarro told me how you dropped part of the throne on Regala at the Cool Route. Saved his life. So lend me your strength. Together we can find my squad and the source of the poison.
Okay. Hekarro.
Sounds like you know Hekarro pretty well.
He was my commander before he was my chief. I had served in his squad since we were bare-armed youths. Back then, he was a merciless warlord, determined to destroy any enemy of the Lowland clan. I was with him the day he took the Grove. Stood guard outside as he claimed the throne within. He entered a conqueror, but returned with the ambition of ending the constant bloodshed between the clans.
Because you saw Faraday's message?
Yes. That vision changed him, gave him new purpose. He became our first chief, ruler of all Tenakth, and dedicated the tribe to fighting machines instead of each other.
What happens when the machines are all gone, though? That's the worry, isn't it? Your role.
If you're so close with Hekarro, why aren't you a marshal?
I wanted to serve as one, but Hekarro needed someone he could trust to lead his former clan. Maintaining control of the desert and sky clans is difficult enough for him. But the title wasn't handed to me. I fought for the honor as our rights demand. 5 days of scars and blood. By the last sunset, I stood alone. The new commander. Close to 20 years have passed since.
Oh my. Anyway, blood choke.
Blood choke. Is that what you call the red algae?
Yes. A couple years ago, it was only a thin streak of red in the river. It grew over time. until it was a constant poison. It
Oh.
sickens those who drink the polluted water, kill the fish we used to catch. But a while ago, unexplainably, the rivers began to clear. All except for one. Because of it, my people continue to waste away, weakening the clan.
Okay.
I'll
Missing
help
squad.
you find your missing squad.
Good. I'm heading out now. The longer the blood choke remains, the longer my people suffer. We'll follow the Red River. The squad would have done the same. Might be able to pick up some sign of them. You ready?
I'll catch up.
Actually, I have some things to do first. I'll meet up with you.
Very well. Look for the mouth of the Red River. Follow it, and you'll find me wherever it leads.
Okay. I'll be there when I can.
Okay. Another quest for the log.
Yeah. The next time I'm on leave, I'm heading to the Grove to see for myself. You can walk proudly out.
Go with Outlander. Walk tall, champion.
Is it glide in?
Nice move.
Return again, and we will trade.
First to let no insult be on end.
Paint a face paint. Oh, where? Above? Okay, because I've been wanting to change my face paint for ages. Let me do it. Let me do it.
Good day, Outlander.
Hello. Wish you could see it closer. What are we going for?
Good paint for
Broke
a good
that one.
soldier.
Yeah, I want to keep it Nora because I feel like, you know, she is a Nora. But yeah, okay, cool. Talana, the Kaja.
I'll put these in my pack.
Hello.
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it?
I was just inside, actually.
Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tanakh territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tanakh patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him.
Okay.
Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
Did it now.
Love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was alright, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield. But when he learned that the Tanakhs took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on, then.
Okay.
Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amatis after?
I think he just needs to know.
What if she is alive? He still loves her. Yeah, come on. Pick up your feet, Talana. You know, I'm thinking about it. We didn't do the relic ruin on San Francisco. There's one here as well.
Ha! Over here, you flaming hunk of
Oh my gosh, it's a man.
That's him! That fire call's right on his heels.
Measure it alone. Come on.
Got you!
We've got your back. More ammo coming your way.
Fucking hell, this thing is fucking brutal. Poof. Didn't enjoy that. We did it though. We got him. Proud of us. Hello, Amatis.
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amatis.
And you must be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
Hello.
Yep.
We know you're headed for the rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Ness's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Okay. Okay, Nessa.
Talana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids. That you kept her secret.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close. Until the battle of the Burning Blooms.
The battle.
What happened at the Battle of the Burning Blooms?
I had intel that the Tanakh forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt the attack. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Karja High Command, He pulled a knife on me.
Oh,
So
normal.
I
Just the thing you
killed
do,
him.
right?
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned, but I thought at least I could still save Nessa. I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. Our soldiers slaughtered or missing.
Damn.
What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful noble house. They put a
As
bounty
they
on
usually
my
are.
head. Been on the run ever since.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad would pardon you if he knew...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
Okay, you and Talana.
So, you and Talana, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Claw Striders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in her way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
Well, we're here now, so let's head to the rot.
I can't ask you to come with me. I feel bad enough you've come this far.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now. We'll see this through together.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it. Come then. The rot's not far. The rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
Okay.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you have us.
We're getting close.
Is it really a good idea
Just a
to
little
fight all
further.
these Tanakh? Do we really all think that's a good idea?
There it is. The rot.
Those are Regala's rebels.
Oh.
They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even
Oopsie.
after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
Then let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find
You're
another
right.
way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open.
Okay.
I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
So, weird one, because I know we're in the middle of, like, literally in the middle of a mission. Quite literally there. But I
We'll head
think
in as soon
we're
as
going to
you
leave
get
it
the
there
gate
for now. Because... Actually... Yeah, we're going to leave it there for now because it's getting late. And I didn't expect the conversations to take quite as long as 40 minutes. I thought we'd get through a few more quests, but we got
Don't
through a
worry
decent
about
bit.
it.
So
Get that
we'll
gate open.
we'll come back to this soon. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and we will be streaming actually tomorrow now if you're watching live. Otherwise, again, keep an eye out for a VOD. Thank you guys, as always. I'll see you later.